Have you ever wanted to play a cat? In order to play the Dalai Clawma, you're going to need to be a Arcana Domain Cleric, a Tabaxi with the mobile feet. The Dalai Clawma is a devout follower of the Master Cat, the Cat Lord. Now, how the Cat Lord works is whoever's been the most cat-like throughout their life becomes the next Cat Lord. The Dalai Clawma wants to be the next Cat Lord, and thus is devoting their life to act as much like a cat as possible. By the way, this is actually in D&D canon. This is not something I'm making up. Because of this, the Cat Lord has given her cat magic. So in other words, flavor every spell you use cat-like somehow. Be creative. Just like a cat, our protagonist has no set goal. She likes to explore, she's territorial, she likes sleeping in the sun, eating fish, and other cat things. Talking about her personality, embrace the cat. Sleep in, take a nap, complain when you want food, demand snuggles but walk away when someone wants to snuggle. Hunt, play with dangly things. For most, this just sounds like a good time, but for the Dalai Clawma, this is important worship. She literally will lose her magic if she doesn't embrace the cat. She hates water, dogs, and having her nails clipped. She doesn't get caught up in the past or future. She doesn't hold grudges. And just like the Cat Lord, she has a particular fondness for elves. That's random, but okay. In combat, first and foremost, flavor all your spells as cats to honor the Cat Lord. This character uses a shield, kitty claws, and medium armor. Breastplate to be exact, because we want that stealth not to be at disadvantage. Choose Booming Blade and Green Flame Blade as your wizard cantrips from your Arcane Initiate feature. Use the Feline Agility ability to run in fast, hit with your Booming Blade as your action, then you use your bonus action, Spiritual Weapon, schmack, then run away, using your mobile feet. So in other words, we are a hit and run striker caster. Now, after using the Tabaxi's ability to get that extra boost of speed, we have to spend a turn with 0 movement. This is the turn that we use Toll the Dead at ranged while still using your spiritual weapon, then rinse and repeat. So we have a turn of running in, doing a schmack and running away, and then we have a turn at range. So it's a very like in and out type playstyle. This strat combines well with the Booming Blade because if they try and run and pursue you, then the Booming Blade procs and they take a bunch of extra damage. This strat utilizes your potent spellcasting, which lets you add your wisdom modifier to cantrip damage, meaning your Booming Blade adds it when you hit and when they move, and your Green Flame Blade adds it to both enemies it does damage to. And now your Toll the Dead just becomes that much better. So it actually has some pretty amazing synergy. The Dalai Clawma also has the Spellbreaker ability, which she gets at level 6. This is a pretty niche ability, but it's also pretty sweet. What this does is when she casts a healing spell on an ally, she can end one magical effect that is of equal level or below the spell slot used for the healing spell. So we can use Healing Word as a bonus action to end magical spells on an ally, or she can use Mass Healing Word at later levels to cure your whole team of certain ailments. Note that this has to be magic ailments only. If it's a monster's ability, it's not going to cure it. So it is definitely niche, but it's pretty cool to have an anti-debuffer niche, which is pretty rare for the class. Out of combat, she makes for a good scout because of her high mobility, high sneak, and good wisdom for perception. It's just going to be convincing her to actually do it is the trick. She also has good acrobatics and sleight of hand, making her pretty good as a pseudo-rogue. This she would probably do on her own on a whim, less for a goal to achieve and more just for funsies. She uses her downtime to worship the Cat Lord. She does this by embracing her cat nature. Sleep in, take a nap, complain when you want food, demand snuggles but walk away when someone wants to snuggle you, hunt, play with dangly things, etc. The key mechanics of playing the Dalai Clawma is Dex and Wisdom are your top priority, with Constitution being your third. Spells to look into would be Bless, Shield of Faith, Hold Person, Magic Weapon, or Spirit Shroud. The Dalai Clawma doesn't use Spirit Guardians because it only procs when creatures start their turn in the area as they enter it. It just doesn't match with her high mobility playstyle where she's the one entering their space and leaving. The Dalai Clawma's weaknesses include that she's a cat. She's not the best for political dinners or many social situations. She also could struggle with high mobility enemies who either she can't reach or who can still reach her even using her high mobility. As an NPC, just have your characters meet this quirky, most cat-like Tabaxi that they've ever met. Have it be lazy, sleep in the sun most of the day, complain a lot, eat food, you know the drill at this point. A fun play on this would be that she has already achieved the Cat Lord status. So you run into this weird cat person who's actually a god, little do they know. The keynote of playing the Dalai Clawma is cat. How would you use the Dalai Clawma in one of your games? What would you do to make her better? Let us know in the comments down below. We are D&D Daily. We release new D&D content every single day, so if that is interesting to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow. What in the hell was that video?